Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to M&Ms SuperSpeedway as we get ready to kick off the All-Star Race weekend here in Season 5. Today we're getting ready for the Oreo Open. In this race, 2 lucky drivers that finished first and second will race their way into the All-Star Race, plus 1 driver will get in via the fan vote. The polls have been closed, the votes are being tallied, and we will be announcing the winner of the fan vote when this race is over. Now, on the pole for this race, going to be Colin Welty, alongside of him, Margaret Mason. Neither one of those two have been in an Oreo Truck Series All-Star race, so they got themselves a nice qualifying position here to maybe be out front if and when the big one strikes. We don't even know if we're going to have a big one. Maybe these guys are going to keep it together 15 laps to try to keep their equipment intact. That way they don't have a damaged race car once the All-Star race comes around, them having to go to a backup car or having to repair the car and go to the back of the field for the start. In row 2, that's going to be Alex Tanker, who's been close to winning races on a number of occasions this season, but just hasn't been able to close the deal, so he is here trying to race his way into the All-Star race. Alongside of him, a guy who's had a lot of trouble lately in the Truck Series, and that is our Mobile and Cup Series winner from Season 3, that is Trent Dunham. We got a whole bunch of cars in this field, a lot of notable names who actually running up well in the points, just haven't had the wins to be able to get themselves into the All-Star race. You see the black car of Felix Harris there in the 6th position. He's the current rookie points leader. Adam Chambers is back there in 7th for the start of this race. We know how well he's been doing this season. And then rounding out the top 10 in 10th place is Dylan Young, and he's doing well in points as well. So a lot of drivers who are doing well in points, just, not able to cut the muster, as they say, as far as the requirements in order to get into the All-Star race. They're going to try and get something done today to get them into the All-Star race. They'll have to finish in 1st or 2nd to do it. We're going to get these trucks rolling off as they complete a couple pace laps here. We're going to show you the starting lineup for today's race. Obviously, it's not a full car field because the cars that are already locked into the All-Star race will not be in this event. So it'll be a slightly smaller field. We'll see how that plays out in today's event, as here's your starting lineup. Here we go then, 15 laps of racing here at M&Ms SuperSpeedway. We're going to find out who will be the 2 drivers that are going to get into this All-Star race by finishing 1st and 2nd. Here we go, green flag is out. We're underway here at M&Ms SuperSpeedway. The Oreo Open is green. You can see there, they're already starting to go and fan out 3 and possibly 4 wide. You can do that here at this track. There's enough room to be able to do that. It looked like Ron Vajar Jr. and Eric Burton were taking advantage of that early, as Colin Welty's going to get out in front by about a car length. This is considered a restrictor plate track, so normally getting out in front of the field by a wide margin is not advised, as here comes Alex Tanker down to the bottom. Can he get the run on the 42 into turn 3? Yes, he can. He is now to the inside. He's getting drafted help from Stephen Pollard III. And here comes Sean Henley and Kyle Sosnowski. Those two started further back in the field, and already they've worked their way up into the top 10. Doesn't take them long to make it to the front here at this track. And that's one reason why we like coming to M&Ms SuperSpeedway, as the first lap will be completed under the green flag. And I couldn't tell if I could see if there was a car that was off the pace back there, for I was just seeing the start-finish line. I think it was the latter, as Alex Tanker is out in front now. Battle on for second. Kyle Sosnowski out side by side there with Stephen Pollard III. Meanwhile, Tony Blazer trying to get the way inside line working. So he's down there hugging that yellow line down near the apron. Here he comes, trying to get a run there on Anthony McCurry in the 27. Instead, Sosnowski's going to go underneath of Tanker. Help from the other yellow and green cars. That's McCurry and Blazer on that inside line. Looks like Charles Jackson there also starting to move his way up through the field. That was either Jackson or Cole Williams. They're 3 wide, almost 4 wide at the line. And I think Tanker still led that lap. And now who's going to have the advantage going down into this corner? I think it's going to be Tony Blazer. Yes, it is. Blazer's going to go to the lead. There's Charles Jackson in the patriotic 29 paint scheme this week. Running it here for this race weekend in honor of Memorial Day. And here comes Richard Johnson down to the bottom. In the 8. There he is. Getting some drafty help from Nicole Williams. Can he make it 3 wide going into turn 3, or can Jackson slide down and throw the block? Jackson's going to just barely be able to get down in front, but Richard Johnson's going to hang tough. He's still there, and he's going to move Jackson out of the way. Jackson got loose in the middle of the corner. That allowed the Budweiser Chevrolet number 8 to get under the Budweiser Chevrolet number 29. So they're going to drag race to the line again. This time in a photo finish, it was Richard Johnson leading that lap. Comes Felix Harris down to the bottom of the track. He's got some drafting help now in the form of Emilio Navarrete, and they are both going to try going underneath of Richard Johnson. Felix Harris, the current rookie points leader in the Oreo Truck Series, but he's looking for his first victory of the season. Obviously, it'd be a non-points win, but it could pay big dividends in getting him into the All-Star race. They're going to go 4 wide here into turn 3, it looks like. Vajar Jr. Oh, Navarrete wasn't able to make it 4 wide. Here comes Vajar Jr. with help from Eric Burton. If I sound like I'm stuffed up, guys, I apologize. I've been having problems with allergies. And there's smoke! Luke Walker gets turned around. Luke Walker has spun. Is that going to bring the caution out? Yes, it is. As Felix Harris was the leader at the line, they did not make it to the start-finish line before the caution flew, so we'll be under the caution on this lap. Pace car will take off and pick up this field on the back straightaway. Oh, and it was Margaret Mason who nailed him. Luke Walker and Margaret Mason. They are the two that bring out the first caution of the day here on lap 5 of 15. Looks like they've gotten the damage pretty well repaired already on the 45. He will drive off of pit road now. He probably won't go a lap down either. I think he'll stay on the lead lap, but Margaret Mason, that car's day, I believe, is done. Tough break for Margaret Mason, who was trying to capitalize on a second place starting position in this race. Let's take a look at what happened to put us under our first caution. Now here it is. They were 4 wide coming off this corner, and Margaret Mason just looks like she got really loose coming off that corner. Goes up into Chambers. Chambers goes up into Luke Walker. And Walker's car going to spin around. Margaret Mason gets shoved down to the inside. She's going to right here make some contact with the 45 of Luke Walker. It's going to get her loose. She's going to get clipped, spin around, and oh man, head on into the entrance of the pit wall. I don't know how many times in the last few seasons that we've come here to M&Ms SuperSpeedway for the All-Star race that I've seen trucks almost target that inside pit wall and hit it with such velocity, and Margaret Mason becomes yet another victim of that. Runs right into the base of that M&M sign there at the entrance of pit road, not to mention the safer barrier, and Luke Walker relatively got away from that clean. His car just basically did a few 180s down pit road. Took the opportunity to come down, make a pit stop, get whatever damage needed to be repaired. He may have actually taken on some fuel there as well. I wouldn't blame him because the caution came out, but he had spun onto pit road, so he wouldn't get penalized for that. So maybe Luke Walker, this may have been a blessing in disguise for him. We'll have to find out, but a tough break there for Margaret Mason, who I'm pretty sure is done for the day. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing on lap 9 of 15, giving us a total of 7 laps to go in today's event. Right now, if the race were to end at this moment, Felix Harris and Vajar Jr., 2 rookies, would be racing their way into the All-Star race, but we still got quite a ways to go with Eric Burton 3rd, Derek Reed in 4th, Emilio Navarrete 5th, Trent Dunham 6th, Andrew Gonzalez 7th, Ryan Acosta 8th, Nicole Williams 9th, and Dom Capps in 10th. Let's go further back. Charles Jackson is in 11th, 12th Richard Johnson, 13th Dylan Young, Adam Chambers 14th, and Carter Keselowski's 15th. Alex Tanker 16th, Barney Ward 17th, Anthony McCurry 18th, 19th Colin Welty, and Stephen Pollard III is in 20th. Back up to the front we go with Felix Harris. Only one driver has retired from this race, Margaret Mason. Everybody else is still in it to win it. and get themselves into the All-Star race. The green flag comes back out here on lap number 9. I was going to say, are we going to see anybody go down to the bottom? Everybody seemed pretty content to stay single file. Now Eric Burton and Emilio Navarrete both peel out of line as they'll go underneath Ron Vajara Jr. Now maybe work together to set their sights on the Furniture Row Chevrolet Silverado of Felix Harris. Although it looks like Navarrete wanted more, he's going to now go down to the bottom of Eric Burton. That's a battle for second. Nope, Burton's going to come back down, get the drafting help of the 5. So the 33 and the 5 apparently have some kind of an alliance right now going on. And Eric Burton's going to utilize that as he'll go down to the inside for the lead on Felix Harris. Also seeing some Fords working back there in Andrew Gonzalez and Ryan Acosta. Charles Jackson and Richard Johnson, the 2 Budweiser cars, they're working together back there. This is the time when you start to see alliances build and crumble. Question is, though, you're always wondering, how long is that driver going to stick with me? How long is he going to be on the same page with me before he, quotes, stabs me in the back and tries going for the lead himself? As Emilio Navarrete now has left what seemed to be his drafting buddy, Eric Burton. He'll try going to the front, but here come the 2 Budweiser cars who now have split. Charles Jackson gets moved to the middle. Richard Johnson going to go down way to the inside, and he's going to go for the lead. Drafting help now from Anthony McCurry. Doesn't take long for an alliance to fizzle into nothing. And we're just going to keep seeing that here as now Anthony McCurry will go underneath of Richard Johnson. Drafting help from Alex Tanker at the line by quite a margin there. It was Anthony McCurry leading that lap. With the inside line there, kind of serpentining its way down the front straightaway with Stephen Pollard III, Adam Chambers, Dylan Young, quite a few drivers there having great seasons so far in the Oreo Truck Series. And would love to continue on with that success by making the All-Star race. Sean Henley there as well, Hayden Klein, some more drivers who are doing well in the points. It's all about being up front at the right time. These drivers, it's probably the only event where these drivers are satisfied with a second place finish, because a second place finish is just as good as a win. It gets you into the All-Star race. So these drivers, you may end up seeing one driver get out to a lead here on the final lap and then see them 3 and 4 wide for second place. That's not unusual here in the Oreo Open or any of the open races. And now Dylan Young slides up. Sean Henley going to go down to the bottom. He'll look for the top spot coming off of the corner, and he will get it down the back straightaway. But here comes Tony Blazer now getting a run, and there's Trent Dunham just kind of hanging there. A few drivers we haven't talked about yet up front that are just hanging there in the middle of the pack as well. The 2 Hendrick teammates of Dom Capps and Barney Ward, as well as Nicole Williams. There's Trent Dunham trying to get the run to the inside of Tony Blazer. And looks like he will get it here, but he needs drafting help here to lead this lap. Blazer, by half a truck length, will lead as we've got 3 laps to go. And oh my goodness, Hayden Klein's falling off the pace. What has happened to the 17? He appears to be up to speed. He just has lost the tail end of the draft, but there's still time for him to get it back as he's trying to catch up there to Luke Walker. And how about Walker? I mean, this guy spun out down pit road. All of a sudden, he's recovering. He's up here now. He's in the 22nd position, but he's trying to pick up more positions. He's now trying to hold off Hayden Klein, trying to pass Adam Chambers, and Klein has caught back up to the tail end of the field as Colin Welty is also off the pace there, back in the 24th position. Ryan Acosta is back in 25th. What happened to those guys? There must have been something that went on that I didn't see, because there's no reason those drivers should be off the pace unless they got together and got into the wall. As we've got 2 laps to go. White flag will be out next time by. Here comes Kyle Sosnowski down to the bottom. Sosnowski trying to make it as he is in the lead. But here comes Alex Tanker. Here comes Anthony McCurry. They're going to go 3 wide heading into turn 3. Drag race into turn 3. High side Sosnowski. Middle line Tanker. Low line Anthony McCurry. Which line will get the advantage going into turn 3 and out of turn 4? I'm pretty certain it'll be that inside line. with Anthony McCurry. There's Hayden Klein. He caught back up, and now he's up in the top 10. Look at the 17. Could he be one of those drivers who could do it? Right place, right time. Could strategy work out? We're going to find out. Here we go. White flag in the air. McCurry the leader. Dom Capps in second. They want to hold on to those spots here for the final lap as they are 3 wide for third. Young, Johnson, Burton, and Tanker. Anthony McCurry right now, he's just got to hope that Dom Capps has all the pressure put on him for second place so he can keep the lead. Look at Luke Walker. Here comes the 45 out of nowhere. After wrecking, bringing out the first caution of the day, he's up here in the top 5 now. As it's McCurry, then it's Dom Capps, then it's Dylan Young. The top 3 are single file. This is perfect for Anthony McCurry. Dylan Young, he's trying to get the run on Dom Capps. It looks like Anthony McCurry will lead him coming off turn 4. He'll make the All-Star race. But who will it be? Dom Capps or Dylan Young for second? Here we go. A drag race between those two. Dom Capps, he's going to make his first career NNSCRA Oreo Truck Series All-Star races. He will finish second, and Anthony McCurry wins the Oreo Open. Wow, things could not have worked out any better there for Anthony McCurry and Dom Capps to be able to make this event. Things all of a sudden seem to shoot single file on the final lap. McCurry and Dom Capps capitalized on it. The battle for third between Dylan Young and Richard Johnson, that was enough for Dom Capps to, by a car length, make his way into his first career Oreo Truck Series All-Star race. What an incredible thing there for Anthony McCurry and the Richard Childress team there, but it gets even better because we have found out that the Fan Vote Award goes to the driver, the number 29 for Richard Childress Racing, Charles Jackson, who finished the day in the 15th position. Charles Jackson was the only driver to hit double digits in the fan voting, as he had the highest total of votes with 10 votes. So what a day it's been so far for Richard Childress Racing. Anthony McCurry getting in by winning this event, Charles Jackson getting in by the fan vote. And what an incredible thing there for rookie Dom Capps, as he's going to make his first career start in an NNSCRA All-Star race. Well, folks, we normally go through the top 10 finishing results, but really at this point, with it being a race where first or second is the only positions that matter, we're not going to do that. So congratulations to Anthony McCurry on winning, Dom Capps on finishing second, and Charles Jackson on getting the fan vote. You'll see them join the other drivers that are already locked into the Oreo Truck Series All-Star race. Hope you'll tune in for that. We still got the Mobile Open and the Snickers Showdown coming your way. Hope you'll tune in for those races. We'll find out again what drivers via those events are going to be making the Mobile One and Snickers Cup Series All-Star races for Season 5. Here comes the official finishing results for today's race, with McCurry, Capps, and Jackson making the All-Star race for Season 5 in the Oreo Truck Series. You've been watching the production of the NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best.